Hello and welcome back to LittleLee and Rose. My name is Summer Noel and I am going to teach you something super cool today. You guys have been requesting to see a tutorial on how I make my drying rack. And so I ran to Home Depot. I actually figured out the names of things to write for you guys a supply list underneath the video. So if you need the actual names of stuff and links and all that, it's going to be in the drop down menu. You don't have to write this down. I'll write it down for you. And we are going to just jump in. It's pretty simple. It is just a 4-arm drying rack, and it's perfect because the PVC pipe is really inexpensive. I think I spent maybe $12 on all these supplies, just the PVC part. And so it's an inexpensive drying rack. So if you have to replace it at some point, it's not too expensive. And I can actually do my dirty pours and stuff right on top of it. I can use my drying rack because if it gets a little painted, you can see, even here's one of my old ones. It's got paint all over it, and it doesn't matter. I mean, this is just something that I'll hang out, and so I can stick all my cups on, spray paint them on there. It's just a really, really handy piece to have in your workshop. Okay, so we're gonna start with, these are gonna be your supplies. I'm gonna work with 3/4 inch today, guys, but you can work with 1/2 inch or well, I guess you could work with 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. I'm doing 3/4 inch because it matches my beautiful rotisserie turner that you guys always see on my table. My workshop ones are 1/2 inch, but I have plenty of drying racks and arms for those. I have no extra ones for my rotisserie. So I'm gonna do this so I have extra ones for my rotisserie. So what you need is one, maybe 2 of your PVC pipes. It depends on how long they come at your hardware store. These are shorter pieces that I bought, so I got 2. Then you need pipe cutters or a hacksaw. This is what a pipe cutter looks like. It's kind of a cool product. You open it up and then you just work it down and it slowly cuts. You'll see it'll slowly cut through the PVC pipe. These are about $20. If you don't already have one, it kind of makes this project really expensive. If you have a hacksaw, you can use that. You can also ask them at Home Depot. They will cut these pieces for you. So if you don't have one of these already in your workshop or in your tool shed, and you don't have a hacksaw, just when you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or any hardware store that you're buying your PVC pipe from, just give them the measurements and they will measure it for you and cut it. It's pretty easy. So what you end up needing is 8 pieces of 5-inch pipes. So you want enough of the PVC pole to get 8 pieces of 5 inches. You got the pipe cutter, you've got the pole, then you need PVC cement. This is cement glue. It's just blue. It stinks to high heaven, but it really, really grips and holds that PVC. That will be in the same section of the hardware store as this. I will also give you guys some links to easy shop it. Okay, so you have that. Now you need the cross slip. Okay, so this is called the cross slip. So this is a cross. The reason it says slip is because there's no thread in here. This is just flat and flush so that the pipe will just stick in there. You'll put a little PVC glue on it and stick it in there. So this has no threading in it in any of these holes. It's just smooth. That's what it means when it says slip. So you need 1 cross slip, okay? Then you need 4 adapters. They're called slip thread. So it'll be slip on one side and thread on the other. And the male part will be the thread and the female part will be the smooth slip. Okay, so you need 4 of those, and they look just like this. All right, and then you need 4 elbows with the slip and thread as well. One side will have the slip, and one side will have the thread. You will see why you want these just like this as we go along and build this. So what I'm going to start with doing is measuring out 5 inches on this pole, and I'm going to make a bunch of marks on this pole at 5 inches away, and we will be right back. So I've taken my Sharpie and made little register marks really for me to follow as I do this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my pipe cutter. I've built so much PVC pipe stuff in all this cup turner tumbler craze that I'm doing, and so I just invested in a pipe cutter. But like I said, they're about 20 bucks, so it is a little pricey. Plus, we do a lot of projects around the house that require us to have all kinds of tools like this as well anyway. So we're just adding it to our... So I just line up... Oh, I got skinny little arms. Sometimes it's a little hard, but... Okay. You can see. But again, if you don't have a pipe cutter and you don't have a hacksaw, just have them do it at Home Depot. All right. So you guys get the drift. of how I'm cutting these and making these pieces for the arms. I'm gonna finish cutting this pole and we'll be right back. All right guys, so we're gonna start, we've got them all cut up and we're gonna start with 4 pieces. And what we're gonna do is, oh boy, I used this rubber cement yesterday. Hold on, I gotta open this. All right guys, I just want to show you, I've got this extra spare piece of PVC that was left over. It's probably about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet long, but it's a good length to, I'm gonna turn it in because it's extra. I was gonna just throw it in my workshop and then I realized, oh, I can make a great painting pole and I can show you guys how I make my little painting sticks. So this is just the extra leftover piece of PVC pipe, and this is a big hunk of foam pool noodle, and I just ram that on. And then this is what I will stick my cup on the top of that. And then that way when I'm painting, my hand can be way down here and I'm painting up here so I don't get spray paint and all that all over me. And this foam noodle keeps it from clanging and banging around the metal, and so it makes it easy to spin as I'm painting without it banging and clanging and making a noise. And this just kind of holds it in place. So I just wanted to pop on and show you guys that real quick, and now we'll keep on moving. Okay, that was on there super tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, so when you open it, it's going to have this little ball inside, and that's going to be like your paintbrush. And you're just going to swirl a little in one hole and take the pipe and jam it in there. Now, it's pretty easy peasy. This is very easy to make. That's why I said when you guys were requesting a visual tutorial on this, I said, heck yeah, I can do that. Not too bad. It's a pretty easy one for me to quickly film for you guys. Okay. Plus, I needed an extra one anyway. So it was perfect timing. So I get my handiness from my dad because he had no boys. And so I was basically his boy. So that's how I have kind of just grown up doing all this stuff. All right, so now you're going to need the 4 elbows, and you want to work with the slip, not the thread. So you want the slip to, you're going to put the blue in the slip and then put it on the end here, not the thread. The thread is going to be the next part. So we're going to do the slip side and put the glue on there. And you're going to cram it on there, and you want it facing straight up. You want the threads facing up to the sky. Okay. Okay, perfect. I'm working on this pad and napkin because I know you guys hate to see me when I get my fur all messy, and it does wash easily, but I don't know if the cement would wash off, this PVC cement. Okay, so that one's pointing up, and last one. See, this goes together real quick, guys. Usually I do all this in high speed for you once I get started, but it's so fast, we'll just do it. All right, cram that one on there. Oop, that one does not want to go on. There we go. Make sure it's straight up and down. Okay, so that one is ready. I am going to set this off to the side for just a second. We'll put it up here. Oop, that's really not a good idea. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to take our arms, and it's going to be the same concept. You're going to put the PVC glue inside the slip. Put the arm. There's one. Here's 2. There's 3. Here's 4. And this is just really handy stuff to have around, this PVC pipe, because as you get really, really busy, you might be a beginner now, but as you get really, really busy, you're going to want extra arms. So what I do with these now is I buy the footballs from Dollar Tree, and I rip out the handle, and I shove the football on there. I usually put some super glue on it and then shove the football hole right onto here. They actually will. You have to cram them on these 3/4 inch instead of the 1/2 inch. They just slide right on. These you have to kind of really cram it. But I super glue them off so that it doesn't slide off and drop my tumbler off. And then I wrap one round of double-sided tape around the football, and that really grips my cups. So, but when I have a cup going on the turner and it's only been on there, let's say 6 hours, and I want to take it off, I can unscrew this, put it in the drying rack, and then attach another one on there. So sometimes I have these 4 will be completely full because my turners will have been turning, but now I want to take them off and start. So you can make a whole extra set, 2 extra sets, 3 extra sets, so that you always have extra handles, and that's why I call them handles or bars to work with, so that when you've got these 4 in use, you can keep working because you've got a backup of the arms. So you can buy extra male-female adapters and some extra PVC. But I have found that 5 inches is about perfect. 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches. The reason I go 5 inches out on each, that's 10 inches basically wide. It's more gonna be like 11 and a half, 12. But you don't want it too close because you might bump as you're trying to twist one on, you might bang into the other one. So you want it a good distance away so that they're very uniquely separated from each other. Okay, so that is the quickie. Oh, here, well, let me show you it all together. Okay, so then you take this. Well, look, there's a little PVC glue in there. Oh boy. Okay, so you take this. I'm gonna clean that out with a cotton ball. I mean, a Q-tip. There's a drip in there. So you then just take it and screw it on, and it's done. So that is your holder. So it's super, super duper easy to work with this, you guys. So this is my basic one. I'm working on the tutorial of showing you guys how to make my big, giant, rotating one. But I'm trying to source the materials in it as inexpensive as I can, because I just use scrap wood and I have a whole workshop, so it's easy for me to cut around. It's very easy for me to do stuff like that. But I recognize that a lot of you don't have a huge garage and workshop to source from for your tools. So I'm trying to find the easiest materials to work with to make that a simple process for you guys. But for now, this is going to be your basic drying rack. All right. I hope you guys learned some stuff. Give us a thumbs up. Keep us rolling. Throw down some comments if you got something to tell us or any questions to ask. I'm loving it. You guys are finding me even on my Etsy shop and everywhere, and it's been super fun. If you haven't seen it, join our Facebook group. The link to join the Facebook group is in the drop-down menu. It will be in the drop-down menu with all the supply lists and links for the supplies from this tutorial. And you can join us there, shop in my Etsy shop. Just check me out on Instagram. I'm kind of all over the place. And I love interacting with you guys. It's been super fun. So I'll see you guys on the next video.